Hi, and welcome to the Empowered Being Show. I am Seher, and I'm so excited to get into today's topic. So, we all have heard about the phrase choose kindness. It's like a very common phrase. It's available like on journals, on books, on mugs, bottles, it's just everywhere. Choose kindness. But why should we choose kindness? What is so important in being kind? What is so special? I won't say special, but like important and significant. So, everybody we know has a story that we don't know about. So, like, normally we meet people, strangers, colleagues, friends, anything, and we know them for a period of time. So, it can be for strangers, it can be a few seconds. For friends and everything, colleagues, it could be a few months, a few weeks, a few years. But we don't know exactly what they have been through. Like we may have it through like paths and stories, but we have not normally witnessed them go through that and face that. So we don't know about what is happening in people's life. Like it's very difficult, like something which really hurts people, and like it's very difficult to open up and speak about it and ask for help. Asking for help is so difficult. Not only asking for help but also receiving that help can be so difficult for a lot of people, and we don't know what they're facing now, what they have faced when they were children, when they were teenagers, when they were youngsters. Like we don't know so many things about people and about what they have witnessed. Like maybe they have not been through it, but maybe someone has witnessed something so horrific and it's just there in their mind, and it can be very difficult for them to process it. So when we are like not kind, so we can be sometimes be rude, or sometimes be angry, or sometimes anything, or triggered. Like it is so for example, okay, I'll share this story. So once I was in the train, and it was a very crowded train. So like we were all standing, and there was no seats. Like it was just a huge mess. This was in the afternoon, so everybody was standing and they were so tired, and I was just standing on like towards the wall of the train, the coach of the train, towards the window. And there was this lady beside me, and she just started screaming at me, and she's like, "You are so sweaty, get off me, and like go far away from me." And like my mind just went like, what do I do? Sorry, what do I do to, like, I cannot hang out of the window. But I was like, I saw her face, and I saw her posture, and I saw how tired she looked. And like at that time I was not so psychic, like my abilities were not so strong, but I just like felt that she has had a really hard day at her corporate office, and there's something going on in her family, and it is just like it's just being expressed on me in like this. And like that is okay. So this car, I'm very sorry, this car has been bugging me for a very long time, and that's why I have not been able to record an episode, because this would just start beeping any time of the day. So I really appreciate if you excuse it, or wait, I'll just pause it and then come back when it's over. Okay, it's over. Amazing. I'm very sorry for that. Okay, so I just like knew that I just knew that like she's having like a really bad time, and I just like like made very sure to not argue with her, and be very as far away as possible from her. And like it could be like, okay, so people like used to fight a lot in these trains because everybody's annoyed, everybody's tired, everybody has so much to do. It's so hot, it's so humid, it's a mess. And but it's like fighting and arguing and being triggered by a triggered person. So there are two people who are triggered, and that can cause a really huge mess. So that's why you should choose kindness, because maybe like I said, like you don't know what's going on in their life, and it could be absolutely anything. If you could have that level of emotional intelligence, and you could have that level of understanding that what the other person is doing and is screaming or is shouting or is triggered has absolutely nothing to do with you. So like it's not connected to you, it's like it's not even your fault. They are just so angry, sad, grieving, anything, or frustrated, that it's just being banged at you, like it's been just shot at you. And you have to like understand that, because when you try to talk to a like we are not even talking, we are just like I like we're getting triggered by a triggered person. It is like our triggers are our responsibility, and we have to start learning to deal with them ourselves. And if a person is triggered, we cannot do anything to them. Like only they have the power and the ability to start to like heal it, and to do something of it, do something in a way that is more productive or that is healing. So it is always and always their choice. You don't have an option, like you cannot do the work for them. What you can do is do the work for you. And the world is the way it is because there is a triggered person who is triggering another person, and it's just going back and forth. And that's why my friends, being kind is so important. Having that level of understanding is so important. Knowing and trusting that like 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 not letting their words affect you to that level and to that degree is so important, because like no one is getting anything out of them. Maybe you could have like just by me being like not triggered by like this lady screaming at me, like maybe next time when somebody is triggered at her, she would be quiet. Or maybe like it did not help, like it somehow helped her, we never know. Or maybe it did not help her, or it did not affect her. And maybe if, for example, if she is at a trigger level of 72, she stayed at that trigger level. Like if I would have started to say something, or I would have said ki there's no space there, I cannot go, her trigger level would have gone off the roof to 150. So again, if you cannot like help somebody physically, like at least don't make the things worse. Like that's, and it's not your responsibility, obviously. That's why it is choose kindness, like not be kind, it's like choose kindness. Choosing kindness is a active act of doing something. Like you have that decision to make. Like you can choose kindness, or you can choose to be triggered, or you can choose to be neutral. You can choose to whatever is. And that was my this thing for why we should, as a collective, as a whole, choose kindness. I hope this helped you, I hope this served you. I'm sorry for the beep of the car and everything. But anyways, I hope this helped you, I hope this served you. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and subscribe to the podcast. If you got anything out of it, I'd love to know what your favorite part was. Or just take a screenshot and share it on your social media. Share it with people who you think can benefit from it, can help them, anything. That's our mission. So I hope you have a beautiful day, night, evening, morning ahead, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.